This is Antarctica, which has remained beyond the reach of humans for centuries and has always been a big mystery. Whether it is the blood waterfalls, mysterious animals, underground lakes, or the buried cities beneath the ice, there are many myths and mysteries about Antarctica that remain unsolved even today. Antarctica is the only continent in the world where no humans live, as temperatures here can drop to 90 degrees Celsius. Along with this, snowstorms with speeds of up to 300 km/h occur here. Similarly, Antarctica is also the driest continent in the world, so dry that you may be surprised to know it is called a desert, as it only receives 51 mm of rainfall. Despite all this, many countries have been trying to control Antarctica for the last few hundred years. Look at this map of Antarctica. This part is claimed by France, this part by Norway, and Australia claims this entire right side. Similarly, Britain, Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand also claim parts of Antarctica. But what is the reason for this? What is it that lies beneath this layer of ice that makes the world's superpowers want to take control of it? Today, we will solve some of Antarctica's mysteries, and we will also explore who actually discovered Antarctica. In the end, we will also see what secrets are hidden beneath this ice that the world's superpowers are aware of, making them eager to control Antarctica. Who discovered Antarctica depends on whom you ask. The British claim they discovered Antarctica, while the Russians say they were the first to set foot there. However, the mention of Antarctica was made thousands of years ago by the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who suggested that the Earth is round and that the North and South poles are mirror images of each other. In 2021, a study published by the Royal Society of New Zealand claimed that the Maori people living on the Polynesian islands near Australia might have been the first humans to reach Antarctica in the 7th century, as their ancient stories mention an icy continent on the southern side of the Earth. However, in recorded history, British officer James Cook was the first European to cross the Antarctic Circle and reach near Antarctica. But he was still 130 kilometers away when he turned his ship back because he did not see Antarctica, only icebergs floating in the water, and the rough sea made it too dangerous to proceed. Therefore, James Cook declared that reaching this southern continent was so perilous that hardly any human would ever get there. After Captain Cook, many others tried to discover Antarctica, but did not succeed. Then, by the 19th century, a competition began between countries for economic dominance, with the world moving towards a new world order. Resources and new trade routes were being discovered. Industries were being established, and every country wanted to become a superpower in the new century. This is why explorations were at their peak. In 1819, the Russian Empire tasked Russian explorer Fabian von Bellingshausen to circumnavigate the globe and discover new countries and continents. In 1820, Fabian proved Captain Cook's prediction wrong and reached the Southern Ocean, where he saw Antarctica up close. Although he did not set foot on Antarctica, he is considered the first person in modern history to see the continent. Between 1900 and 1920, many explorers headed toward Antarctica. British explorer Robert Falcon Scott landed in Antarctica with his team in 1911 and went about 400 miles inland. But due to bad weather and hunger, they had to turn back. The return journey proved to be disastrous, as Scott and his team got trapped in severe cold and snowstorms, and they all died. After World War I, many countries sent their teams here, trying to claim this continent. In 1939, under Hitler's orders, the German Air Force dropped Nazi flags here to show that this area was under Nazi Germany's control. After World War II, many countries set up their research stations here, and mysterious discoveries about Antarctica began to emerge. The first and most significant mysterious discovery was that at one time, Antarctica was not covered with ice but with dense forests. According to scientists from Imperial College London, they found fossilized wood here, suggesting that about 90 million years ago, Antarctica was a warm continent with dense forests. They also found fossils of insects that only live in warm regions. The second major and mysterious discovery about Antarctica was that beneath the 3-kilometer-thick ice, there are 400 lakes with their own ecosystems. These lakes contain unique marine animals not found anywhere else in the world, like large spiders and see-through jellyfish. It is a different world beneath the ice. Similarly, Another thing in Antarctica that puzzled many explorers for years is the bloody waterfalls. In the McMurdo Valley, there is a waterfall that looks like blood is flowing out of the ice. However, scientists recently discovered that this waterfall's red color is due to a very salty lake that supplies water to it, now buried under hundreds of feet of ice. This lake is completely cut off from the atmosphere, and its water contains high levels of iron, which oxidizes and takes on a rust-like color when exposed to oxygen and sunlight. The third biggest mystery and conspiracy theory about Antarctica is that there is an ancient civilization buried beneath the ice. Many people have claimed that alien spaceships have also been seen here. In 2016, many unusual activities were recorded in Antarctica on Google Earth. While conspiracy theorists called these alien UFOs, many political experts believe they are secret air operations conducted by the USA and other countries in Antarctica. And this leads to the hidden political front of Antarctica that very few people are aware of. While the rest of the world is entangled in other geopolitical issues, the USA, China, and the Soviet Union have been aggressively sending expeditions to Antarctica. In fact, China has set up multiple research stations there. According to the Antarctic Treaty of 1969, any country can conduct scientific investigations in Antarctica, but they must share the results of these studies with other countries. In 1992, a survey by the U.S. Geological Department revealed that Antarctica contains 500 billion barrels of natural gas and oil reserves. But China and other countries are not interested in Antarctica just for its oil and gas. Recently, large quantities of rare earth minerals like ohmium, praseodymium, terbium, and dysprosium have been discovered in Antarctica. These are minerals used in all electronic devices, and as the world's focus shifts from oil and gas to energy resources that power electronic devices, the demand for these minerals is even greater than that for oil and gas. Electric cars and ion batteries are now the future, and the race to control the future has brought these superpowers into the icy storms of Antarctica. Antarctica's last mysterious discovery is the Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean is among the world's most dangerous oceans. It controls the climate and water supply of our world as it connects with both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. According to scientists, the Southern Ocean absorbs 15% of the world's carbon emissions, and its importance is increasing with global warming because the ice here is melting, revealing treasures that were once buried. Oceans that humans once could not imagine venturing into are soon going to become important trade routes. There are still many studies being conducted in Antarctica, and who knows what more mysterious things will be discovered about it in the future. These are all the sources we consulted for this video. If you like such topics, let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Take care.